Do you ever have those days where you just don't feel like you were that productive? You had an insanely busy work day, and then a friend later on that night asks, hey, what'd you do today? And you're like, okay, that happens to me literally all the time, and it really made me start to reflect on what am I doing with my day? Am I being the most productive I can be? Am I being efficient and effective with my time? Well, the answer was kind of no. And then I discovered this incredible productivity hack that will boost your productivity by probably tenfold. It is called time batching. It's actually a very simple concept, but putting it into practice is quite difficult. So I'm gonna teach you how to do that today. Hey everyone, it's Adrienne Finch. Welcome back to my channel. So if you are ready to boost your productivity 10 times while reducing stress and cluttered to-do lists, you're going to love this video. Thank you so much, WeWork Pacific Design Center, for sponsoring this video. Let's get started. So before we get into time batching, we need to set ourselves up for success. And for me, that means putting myself in an environment that is conducive to being productive. So today I spent the whole day at WeWork. I love getting out of my house every now and then and working in a place that's clean and aesthetically pleasing. Here we are at WeWork in a classroom. I love WeWork because there are so many different locations you can use. You can use conference rooms, you can use classrooms, you can use a makeup room and a podcast studio. For me, being in the right environment when I'm doing work and when I'm trying to be productive is so key. If I have a messy bedroom, I'm not gonna get any work done. And I've learned that over time. So choosing the right location to do work in, whether it's filming, whether it's studying, whether it's writing, anything, is so important. Choose your environment well, and then you'll succeed. So what is time batching? So time batching is actually a simple time management productivity hack, and you know I love those. And it allows you to take advantage of your full concentration by grouping a bunch of similar activities together and then doing them all at the same time, front to back, with no distractions. So let's break it down. Okay, so let's take getting ready to film for me, right? It takes about 30 minutes to get ready. It probably takes about 10 minutes to clean my space. It probably takes another 20 minutes to set up the camera, the lights, all of that, put on the microphone. So that's what it takes every single time to set up for a video, right? Well, if we do some quick math, that is 60 min. Right? So that's 1 hour of just prepping to shoot a video. So here's the scary part. Right now, I'm usually filming about 3 times a week at different times. So I'm spending 60 minutes on a Monday, 60 minutes on a Wednesday, 60 minutes on a Friday, whatever day I film on, just preparing for that video, right? So if I time batched filming into one chunk of time on one day, I would eliminate this prep time and I would be able to just film all the way through with only 60 minutes of prep, meaning I'm already ready, I already have makeup on, just pound out 3 videos. So that is the concept, and it makes a lot of sense. It saves you a ton of time, and you're just focused. You're already in the zone too. Once you're doing a task, once I'm filming, I'm in that zone. I'm thinking about the shots. I'm thinking about the concept, the video. When you're getting in that zone and then thinking about something else, and then the next day having to get yourself back in that zone and then do something else, and again, you're getting way more distracted and you're not actually focusing on the task at hand as much. You're not able to be as creative as you want, or whatever it is. We're gonna eliminate all that wasted prep time and just do it in one sitting. Another thing I love to time batch is my podcast recording. I used to drive to the studio to record 1 episode every single week, which meant I was adding an hour round trip commute every week. So now, instead of coming in weekly to record 1 episode, I go in every 2 weeks and I record 2. So that's cutting my commuting time down in half, but I'm still getting all the same work done. So good to see you. Other things that I like to time batch are planning videos, editing videos, planning podcasts. I even time batch calls and meetings. I like to chunk them all in one afternoon, get it all done at once. And then I also time batch emailing, calling, texting, that type of stuff. I like to do an hour of admin in the morning and an hour of admin at night, and it works really well. All right, you guys know that I have processes for everything. So here is my 9-step process to time batching. Step number 1 is to write out every category of things that you have to accomplish in your life day to day. So every broad category. So once you've written all of those down, step number 2 is to write down every single thing that falls under each of those categories that you have to do day to day or week to week. So this can range from finding a tutor to posting an Instagram photo, but I want you to think even more specifically than that. For example, posting a photo requires having a caption, and thinking of a caption could take you 15 to 20 minutes right there. So let's get realistic about the things we do every single day and how long they take. Step number 3 is then to highlight the things on these lists that need to be time batched or that can be time batched. So these are things that aren't usually one-off tasks. They're things that you know you need to accomplish often and can group together to accomplish them in bulk. So step 4 is to then take a look at all of these highlighted things and figure out whether these are tasks that you need to complete daily, weekly, every 2 weeks, once a month, whatever it is. write them down. Step number 5 is then to write out the days of the week and start choosing which days to put which tasks. Step 6 is actually to figure out how long each of these tasks take, and I actually kind of prefer doing that step before writing them out on days. That way you can figure out how long they're going to take and which days you have room for them on. But right here, all I did was take these highlighted things and move them over to the days that I decide to group them on. Now, step 7 is to make calendar appointments on your digital calendar. I think this is the most fun step ever, and I do think that having things in your calendar really holds you accountable, even if it's something as simple as grocery shopping. If you actually plan out the chunk of time that you're going to do this one singular task in, you tend to stay more focused on it until it's complete. After adding everything to your calendar, the next step is to choose which things you want alerts on for. I don't recommend putting alerts on for everything. I like to be able to just glance at my calendar and see my day all planned out, but I don't like being alerted every 2 seconds, so only set alerts for the ones that you really need to be reminded of. And then the 9th and final step, this one is kind of optional, but I love this one, you guys know, is I always plan tomorrow today. So at night, I take a look at my calendar for the next day and I actually write out a more specific schedule, even more specific than what we have in our calendar. And what I like to do sometimes too is use the Ivy Lee method, which is basically choosing your top 6 priorities for the day and making sure that you tackle all of those first until they're complete. That way you don't put off the most important things and you know that you can get those done and you'll feel better throughout the entire day. So that is time batching in a nutshell. I hope that you guys really enjoyed learning this process and I hope that you apply it to your own lives. Let me know if you do over on Instagram at Adrienne Finch or at the Self-Made CEO. And thanks again, WeWork, for sponsoring this video. I want you guys to know that WeWork is such an awesome space to work in. It fits both your personal and professional needs, whether you are one person or you have a team of 10 or 20. I love the fact that as my business scales, WeWork will be able to fit all my needs. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'll see you next time. Bye. Do like a wide montagey thing of me just writing self-made CEO.
All right, we might as well get it. Aww. You ready, Adrienne?
I'm ready.
Let's write self-made CEO.
Let's write it. We're doing it.
Boom.
We're business owners and we're bosses and we're productivity masters. Okay.
Boom. Let's do it. Yay! Nope, you're not getting out of frame.
Dang it! I was trying to have a dramatic walk-off.